Culotta Show.
Wave your hand out there, baby!
Shout out to the show.
She puts the pinky into the nostril. Man, look at that.
Healthy competition, there's nothing like it.
Y'all grow up.
The line's wrapped around the stadium.
Different strengths. I just lost a tooth.
It's gonna be fun.
You know, we might have a story.
I love what you're doing.
Ogeron wants to take us fishing this afternoon.
Sharif, you play for the bad boys of the SEC, man. We don't apologize to anybody.
But a lot of people are saying you're going to be wearing number 7.
I don't really know. I want to.
He look crazy, Bill.
Good feet on the old man.
This is some back you know, I love.
We'll be right back with the Jordy Culotta Show.
Ho, ho, ho! Good morning. Welcome to the holiday Jordy Culotta special.
Yes, the variety show.
The variety show. It is going to be a variety show.
I guess. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
I came dressed in my festive attire.
You couldn't have hit it more on the head. It is both Christmas and show themed.
And show theme, that's right. So I'm here, the thespian, butcher,
Actor,
actor,
murderer.
Thespian is
everybody.
Handyman,
actor.
concrete
Handyman.
pourer,
Oh, that's true.
Everything, yes.
real
Smoke more
Renaissance
weed,
man.
I need
I'm
to.
here. This
Yeah,
is very
fig-
exciting. I'm
figure
very
it out.
happy that y'all invited
We're
me
so
to
excited
be
to
here.
have you here.
Get
There's a
in
lot
the
of-
kitchen.
Yeah, what are you cooking, by the way?
That's right. We are still doing
Aren't
food.
you supposed to be making me a sandwich?
Yeah,
Yes.
really.
I'm
That's
here.
Katie.
That's me, right?
A lot
are you making?
of a lot of cool people sit in this chair.
They
So
do.
this is very good. And most of them people know what they're talking about. So
Yeah.
we'll see how today goes.
That's how we fool everybody.
Because I'm not that guy.
Right.
So if you're expecting some great sport analysis, I'm sorry, you're going to get a variety show.
You're
We're going to
good
go
at
down
that.
memory
Gosh.
lane. We're going to get you in the holiday spirit whilst talking about a
We
little.
don't know it. Shit.
We don't know anything.
We just,
Really?
It's all
Y'all,
opinion
yes, y'all
based.
do.
Okay.
Y'all
Who?
know everything.
I don't know anything.
You and Lloyd.
It's just all a
Katie,
big ruse.
I'm like the least
Knowledgeable
thinking person
college
here.
graduate.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not
Hey, well, you just
true.
yeah, congratulations. You just graduated college. What are you talking about?
I know.
That is a big feat. I don't
Yeah,
care what
your damn
anybody
degree.
says. You graduate
C's get
high
degrees.
school, college, whatever it is. That's a big feat. You
I
should
did
be
not
proud.
know though that 6% of the world's population have a college degree. Only 6%.
6%? That's
Only
it?
6%.
What teacher told you that?
They
I
said it
didn't know
at
that
graduation.
either.
I think they were lying to me.
Yeah, they definitely
They
were.
definitely lied to
Hold
me about
on.
Is
the
it?
diploma because
Wait,
everybody
from like a university
like
or
from
like,
yes,
any college
university.
degree, like just
College
all
degree.
over the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
6%.
That's what they said. Don't quote me on that. That was somebody else at the
I'm sure.
graduation.
Lloyd, I bet you're already on Google. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Give it to me.
66%, Stewie.
Oh my gosh.
66% of the world.
Has a
No
college
way.
degree?
Oh, 46%
No
associates and or bachelor's degree, ages 25 through 30. So
Okay.
Ah,
I would imagine that
25 through 30. That makes more sense now with the way like the last 10 years
Yeah.
have been.
So you
a push.
misheard.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
another
maybe.
number with that.
But
6.
that's okay. Hey, it's still under.
Were
It's
you
still
high at
under.
graduation?
Yes.
Yes.
and bored.
I was my undergrad. I was so
High.
hungover,
Oh,
That's the
and I
worst.
was up north, and we were out the night before, and I'm trying to get in like how much of the story should I tell?
yeah, all of
I
it.
could see it in your
Yeah,
mind.
thank
like,
you. Someone could see. It was like, well, my family
Maybe I
might be
should.
listening.
Hold up. The wife's listening.
Yeah, so, but we went on, we went out and had a good time the night before, and like woke up, and I think my allergies or my sinuses or whatever also. That's what I blamed it on. And so I'm almost late because I'm like packing up my house and getting
Head
ready to
hurts.
leave and everything like that. And it's like I'm running late, and traffic, of course, right? At graduation, there's traffic, and so I like peel in, find a spot, run in.
Are your
And
parents there?
My mom and sister came. They made the 2.5-hour drive
Oh,
for the graduation. We're in Amsoil Arena, which is the hockey arena up near Canada, and I run in, and for graduation, I had worn an American flag shirt, just really excited. Had the Ray-Bans on and everything. Hungover.
no cap and gown?
Late. The gown's wide open. I don't know where my cap is.
Wide open.
And I run in, and like everybody they're like marching people out as I'm running in, and they have like a very specific order of like, and then you must stand there right for 35 minutes while we wait, and I missed all that and like run in, and luckily was able to like get my thing just as they were leaving out, so I was able to sneak in line and get in there and sit down, wave to
Was
mom.
your graduation by like last name?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it was no last name or anything. We had a little card. Walk up, give the lady your card.
And then she read your name.
Yeah.
That's nice. First come,
you
first
didn't go in
serve.
order,
No, we
alphabetical
didn't
order.
go in alphabetical order. It was just
Like whoever
First
got there
come, first serve.
first come, first
wild.
serve.
That's
We didn't even
awesome.
sit in order. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It went by way faster to me.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Like
yeah.
it's much more smooth.
So you had your name on a card so that they knew what to say.
Mhm.
Interesting.
That is.
Stewie, what about you got your guy Pimpton?
Yeah.
You excited about that?
Super excited. Needed a tight end. Got a tight end. Got one of the best tight ends in the class. I mean, you can't be happier. Like yesterday, I was just telling Josh that yesterday was the first time in a long time for signing day where I wasn't even nervous about losing a prospect or
Really?
like nervous about anything because Brian Kelly's just, so smooth operator.
It does.
He is a smooth
It does.
smooth.
It does feel like this class was one of the first times in a long time where I know there's Desmond Ricks where it feels like he might flip, but it felt like there was a lot of confidence in the people that he had gotten in the boat that weren't going to go anywhere. There was not a lot of games being played. I don't know if that has NIL implications, which it doesn't feel like LSU was a player in a game like that. But it just felt like everybody that was committed was going to stay committed. There was not a lot of flirtatious behavior.
Are there any
And that's-
surprises though?
Desmond Ricks right now is the surprise, and they're still waiting to see where he's going to sign, which his commitment is today. Alabama swooped in at the 11th hour, and from what I've read, I mean, that's what I'm trying to read about right now, but from what I read last night, it feels like it was a drop-the-bag scenario, and it was just too much to ignore. And LSU is probably having conversations about if we have to match and then see what happens.
No.
But that's what I will update it as I go. I'm on 3 right now trying to find
So 25
all the information
signees.
I can.
What was LSU ranked?
6.
6.
On 3.
Alabama was 1.
1. They pulled 7 5-stars yesterday.
And A&M was nowhere to be seen on there.
That I don't know.
I don't think they were. I don't think they were. Which is
good.
wild. Think about this time last year.
Oh, they were far and away the first class. And Shay, do you know what they're ranked? Do you have the rankings over there?
Yeah, dude.
A&M, I mean, they're
A&M
down.
has the 15th ranked class overall.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not terrible.
It's not terrible,
horrible.
but compared to
but-
last year.
Yeah, last year when they were far and away have the number 1 recruiting class, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
To
Well,
drop-
and I think last year too, the coach is running his mouth and picking that fight with Saban, right? And so I
Yeah.
think it was more like in the news, more front center of,
Yes, it
of
was.
what they were. And now I think he's been a little quiet.
Wait, did you see what Dabo said?
What he thinks NIL stands for?
Yeah, he said
He's such a
program's
fucking
run
loser.
by NIL. Not
what?
the NIL that you think about.
Do you remember what he said?
Wait, what?
It's the
It's the name, image,
image
and
and
likeness
likeness
of Jesus.
of Jesus and Christ is my NIL.
Yeah, that's how they run their program. They've been running their program off NIL.
I mean, if I was dude,
Are y'all being serious?
No,
Yes.
I mean, like,
When did he
dead
say
ass.
that?
yesterday,
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Dabo's
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to say.
because he's a
I
weirdo,
feel like.
especially with his family history.
Read me that direct quote, please.
Katie, I'm about to play it for you.
Okay,
Okay.
please do that.
Like,
15 hours ago, he came out with this.
I missed that somehow.
Dabo's the guy, man.
Or
That's weird.
I wish I could give him enough credit to where he's like playing the long game, where he's like, "Oh, our NIL is the name, image, and likeness
What
of Christ,"
long
but
game
they're
is he playing?
but he's actually paying the shit out of these kids. That would be hilarious if that was what he was
I
doing.
mean, he might be, but at this point, I don't think so.
I think he's very serious about his name, image, and likeness in Christ. Here he is.
Honestly, I mean, for me, we built this program on NIL. We really did. And it's probably different than what you're thinking, though. We built this program in God's name, image, and likeness. And that's how I look at it. So thinking through it, and honestly, I mean, for me, we built this program on NIL.
That's weird.
We really did. And it's probably
how
different
proud
than
of
what
I
you're
didn't
thinking,
even
though.
know. Yeah,
We
you got to
built
put these
this
headphones
program
on in here. Rookie mistake.
in God's name, image, and likeness. And that's how I look at it. So
He's so proud of himself for coming up with that. Like, he's such
he
a
is. His
freak.
face.
I mean, he's like,
really
what y'all think about that?
Yeah.
I will name, image, and likeness in Christ. And everybody, I don't know if he was. I guess you don't laugh at that if you're a reporter.
He got silence.
No,
Yeah.
nobody's
Yeah.
laughing, but
They were
it's
just
weird.
like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Like, I got to put that in my article tonight.
Well, I think
So
I
odd.
think it's all. It'll be very interesting. You said like you were talking about. This is the first year that you don't really think there are anybody that's going to flip. That you're really confident in this class. So I think we're going to find out. You're going to find out more when the games start playing. Mm-hmm.
Always.
Because now with the way things are now.
Give me an update on Denver Harris, please. Check Denver Harris's Twitter.
Okay.
We got an update.
Just check it for me.
I think Clemson only signed 12 kids.
Because
I don't
Brian
think the
Kelly-
Lord helped too much.
Another thing Brian Kelly did say about signing day yesterday was that they will sign 7 or 8 more transfers, but they only have 3 in the boat already. And he said they'll announce them Friday. So it sounds like they have some commits that we don't know about,
Okay.
Oh.
which I'm hoping is Denver Harris.
Always. I think that
hasn't-
always.
He hasn't tweeted anything.
Hasn't popped Instagram.
What
Check
about
the gram.
Oregon?
Yeah.
They
Check the
cleaned up. What were they ranked? I don't know if they were up there, but they got a
Oregon's
couple
up
of
there.
flips, right?
Oregon is the 7th ranked class.
Oh, so it is-
6th,
yeah.
LSU's 6th.
Yeah. So, I mean, they did well,
And
right?
they got 3 5-stars
Who's the guy?
yesterday.
Ukulele?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was going-
Uli Ungalele.
And they're going to
Like,
be able to get, I'd imagine his brother follows. The former Clemson quarterback probably goes.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, just so they play together.
Yeah, but, I mean, Bo Nix is back.
And then
Oh.
Yeah.
was Dalen Austin coming to LSU and they
Yes.
flipped him?
He was committed to LSU. Yes.
I don't know him. What's his
because
story?
he's a California kid.
Okay.
So he committed like over the summer.
What, oh, he's a cornerback.
Hmm.
Okay. I mean, he's good, I guess.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Okay.
It's a 4-star.
Long, limpy, he's fast. Got a little bit of return skills.
Nothing on
Okay.
the gram.
And
Okay.
Austin Novosad, they flipped him from Baylor.
Yeah.
And Peyton Bowen
Peyton
from
Bowen,
Notre
yes.
Dame. What's with that? What's Oregon doing?
NIL coach.
That's it?
Yeah.
That Nike
Oh, they
money?
got that Nike,
Nike
money.
money. Yeah. Just, I mean, and
Yeah.
they have the draw.
I would.
Oregon.
I did, when I enjoyed Oregon, when I
Yeah.
was younger, early 20s when I just
Yeah.
first started kind of watching a
Yeah.
little bit of college football. Chip Kelly,
Yeah.
that running gun. Was that Jonathan Stewart and
Yes.
those boys? Who's the quarterback?
I was just trying Dixon.
Yeah, Dennis Dixon.
Dennis
yeah.
Dixon. And then, yeah. Dude, he was going to win the Heisman until he tore his ACL. They were balling.
But when you were young, that was like I remember that being a thing, and it had that swag. They had that Nike swag. They had the cool turf. They had
Yeah.
the awesome
Uniform.
Their uniforms are always
uniforms.
so good.
Which they weren't as busy then. I think they were like a very solid hunter green and neon yellow.
They still had a little flavor.
They had flavor,
kinda
but
had
now
they had the
sometimes it
wings
get-
on
yeah.
the shoulders. Like, yeah, that's when Oregon
like
was
that.
like the brand that was cool. They
It
were the
was,
first
yeah.
time that felt like they were kind of in the future.
I had the Oregon hat. I was, Dennis Dixon and playing NCAA.
I was about to
05.
say
Yeah, NCAA
they were
05.
electric in NCAA.
Yeah, that was great. It's gonna. I mean, I'm really excited. I was saying that once the games start playing, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how the game of college football is going to be shifting, right? Because we're just kind of really getting into the NIL. I think it take a couple seasons, and I think we're coming on the back end of that couple seasons. And now, how many aren't going to get the playing time that they wanted, and going to be able to get guaranteed playing time, and then get some NIL somewhere else. You know what I mean? So.
Speaking of playing time,
It's going to be interesting to see how many, and this is just a game that we're playing. Who flips? Who's going where? Because the small amount that you're worried, I think about the ones that are going to flip. I think there's going to be a bunch of surprises this time next year. I think we're going to be looking
Are you talking about like in the portal?
Yeah, that are going to enter. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean it's going to be a lot of, maybe not to the same degree, but you saw what happened with A&M, where it's some kids make decisions based on that, then they get there and the school wouldn't have been a factor if it wasn't for name, image, and likeness, and then you get there and you're like, I never liked it here.
Yes.
And so you go for 1 year, you think you can make it work, it doesn't, and you're like, I want to go to the school I actually wanted to commit to.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be
And you mentioned playing time. This is an update on what is for the LSU in the Citrus Bowl. Allie Gay has announced he will not participate. So LSU has one of the only starter from the season that's going to play in the Citrus Bowl in the defensive line is Mekhi Wingo. So you're going to see a lot of fresh faces on that front.
Is this a good or bad thing? I feel like we have this conversation every year during bowl season, like with the playoffs coming next year, right?
I mean, there's a dude sitting at the playoffs. So
Are you? Oh, that doesn't matter. I was gonna say, should they just eliminate all the bowl games outside of the playoffs if all these?
No, because they make too much money.
I was about to say, it's too much money.
It's just a money thing.
And it's not even a money thing for the school. It's for like the NCAA, and like because that's how they get on TV money. That's where all the revenue comes from. So they want as many bowl games as possible. But if you're Allie Gay, you don't want to. You're not playing in case you get hurt in the bowl game as you get ready for the NFL draft. So you're just protecting yourself a little bit.
In the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, so that's where they'll be able to show out.
That I understand that there are some, but I think that's also as a fan, you want to see these players. That's why you're going to.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to want. I like that the fresh faces, that the young people are going to get a chance, right?
Yeah.
Because it could really show what we could have next year.
Yeah, but it's more like it now. It's like a spring game.
Yeah, and that's so that's I wonder what with ratings and.
Quincy.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll see a lot of freshmen, but the only team that seems to be able to keep people from going or sitting out the bowl game is, shocker, Alabama, as both Will Anderson and Bryce Young are both going to play in the bowl game, and they are not in the playoffs. So they don't have any real reason to play.
Yeah.
But obviously, they want – I don't know what conversation they have with Nick Saban.
You got to play for Grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. You can't make Dad mad, so they'll be playing. But that's more interesting than Allie Gay to me because those two guys, Will Anderson and Bryce Young, are jockeying for the first overall pick. So if anybody should be nervous about getting injured in a bowl game, it would be those two.
Well, I think there's a school of thought, and having played, or being in sports in general, when you worry about getting hurt, you're gonna get hurt. If you go out and do your thing and trust your training and play hard,
right?
It's whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. And I think Bryce Young and those guys, they are jockeying for the first overall pick. So why not go out there and show that you are not only the best athlete available, but you also have strong character. Like you're going to stand by your commitment. You're going to stand by your team. You're going to play with your team. You're going to have your team's back. And you're going to try and win because you're a competitor.
Right.
So I think that also has to factor into something too.
Yeah.
Not to say that everybody who sits out is a quitter, but
yeah,
you want to see this is a big thing. I know it's disappointing when you know that you have a star. I mean, we saw it in 2020, with Jamar Chase sat out.
Right.
How is that season different if we have Jamar Chase playing wide, playing, who knows? Now, I get why he did it, we all see why he's doing it in Cincinnati, but, there is something to be said about those guys that do show up and play.
Absolutely. I just found it interesting that I don't know if it's the culture at Alabama, but I'm not concerned with what LSU is doing. It's almost a little bit more interesting to see these guys play. I've seen Allie Gay for, 5 years. He has the Senior Bowl to kind of improve his stock. But the only thing I would say, if they wanted to, show that they're the best player in the country or what have you, that's what the Combine's for.
Combine, yeah. Some of them even sit out
there. Yeah, you can't speak
yeah.
When you talk about character, that's the really only one way that you can prove it, is saying I'm finishing the year with my team.
Hey, we haven't even got there yet, but my boy, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy with the 49ers coming through, the last pick in the NFL draft. You know what I mean? And look what he's not throwing for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, but winning ball games against some good teams.
Yeah.
And
well, now it feels like you can plug and play almost anybody for the 49ers.
Yeah,
they wasted a top 3 pick on Trey Lance. I don't want to say wasted, he got hurt, but I guess that's what they were thinking, is if you insert an elite quarterback into the offense, we might Super Bowl contenders. But it's incredible to see what Shanahan can do with that offense and just kind of play Mr. Irrelevant essentially, and they still win.
And I think that's, to the point of the draft. None of it. Some of those things don't matter, right? The combine, those are just numbers. I mean, that you get a good sense, but
I mean, look at Debo Samuel, look at Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, look at who was it? Jalen Reagor taking over Justin Jefferson.
He's not.
Wasn't that in that draft?
Oh yeah, Jalen Reagor was
taking
taking
over Justin Jefferson. Why? I mean, you look at
some
combines
teams
and
just draft
stuff.
bad.
Well, sometimes you go
Eagles are
off
one
of
of
two.
them.
They fixed it.
Sometimes you're going off of these numbers at the combine,
Coach.
and they don't necessarily equal things, right? Then you have Brock Purdy, who I don't want to put these two in the same sentence. I'm not comparing talent, but you Tom Brady's and how many people who do get drafted, how many redshirt freshmen, or we had a stud defensive lineman freshman this year, right? It's like you don't. Sometimes the numbers can only tell you so much, and you have to go out there and play. To the point of, if you want to increase your stock, my opinion, to the draft, you need to play football.
Yeah.
You need to play football. You need to dominate the football game. So you should probably be playing in these big bowl games.
See, my whole thing about sitting out the bowl game is, it's like, if you aren't a first or a second round pick, you should play.
Definitely.
Because you could be playing your way into a first or a second round pick just by one more game.
However, of course, to kind of create some fun dialogue between the two of us, right? I'm trying to get dramatic with use my thespian skills. But with medicine nowadays, it's so advanced. I mean, Jameson Williams. I mean, these guys are getting hurt, tearing ACLs in bowl games, and still being drafted in the first, second round by teams because the teams know the talent. Having played football, they have more tape. So I think if you are an elite first, second rounder, like go out and prove it. I think that's to me. I think that does more than anything than combine numbers, than sitting out. Now I do see the flip side. I understand that. I'm not sitting here with a $50 million future, potentially.
Depends on what movie you get.
Right, that's right.
True.
Yes, hopefully one day. But I'm not risking that. So it's easy for me to sit on this couch and say that. But if I was sitting in this chair, and had a team logo, and was doing and kind of doing the scouting for a team. That would be something I would definitely think about.
Oh, it definitely gets mentioned more than you would think. I'd expect that, depending on who's running the NFL scouting department. Like for some people, that is a major red flag. For others, they don't really care. It depends on how good you are.
Yeah.
What time do you think, Stewie, that Shea went to bed last night, or at least his last post
gosh.
on 3?
Probably like 3 a.m.
No, 1:06 a.m.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, it says.
He told me?
No, you can look at their page and it'll tell you.
Tells
Last
you on the
seen.
Ponderosa.
Is there any news on the number 2, that Cormani McLean guy that was expected to get flipped by Dion? He was going to Miami.
The number one corner in the country.
He's not signing until signing day.
Well, he just flipped Hunter.
Well, it said they're attempting a last-minute flip. Dion's attempting a last-minute
Yeah,
flip.
yeah,
He
well,
was committed to
his
Miami.
mom tweeted yesterday morning, that he's not signing until February.
Oh, really?
Which is basically a flip. If you're
Yeah.
if you're a Florida fan and you see him move back his commitment date,
Then he's not
that's
going
not good
to
for
Miami.
you.
Right.
That means they're talking with somebody else to
Yeah.
see. All right, hold on, let's give us a little bit more time and see how we can figure out
That's going to happen
the
a
Colorado
lot.
plan.
Yeah, you think Dion's going to get
I'm
that guy?
so
Absolutely.
excited.
Yeah,
I'm
then
so
that's
He's
excited.
gonna get
wild.
This
Travis
is so
Hunter and
cool.
him. Also, Travis Hunter's a genius.
Did you see how he did his commitment?
No. What did he do?
He tweeted like he had 70K followers on
Subscribers.
his subscribers on his
Uh-huh.
YouTube, and he said, if I get to 100K, I'll announce my commitment. And like 2 hours later, he was at 100K,
And he went
announced his
live
commitment.
on YouTube and announced to
Wow.
Colorado. So he's
Yeah.
going to get
That's cool.
well, and the revenue he's going to be able to collect
Right.
from that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I know it's old news, man, but I'm pumped. I hope that Dion is successful.
I think he
Yeah.
will.
I've always,
I think he will
being
be.
a 49er, and a football, a huge fan of football,
Yeah.
like prime time, like he was always one of my favorites growing up. Just watching
will
him
be.
and Jerry Rice battle, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can get any more classic football. Yeah, it was just so much fun
Yeah.
watching two of the greatest, and I loved what he did at Jackson State. I think that's fantastic, and he proved and he deserves this.
Yeah.
I thought it should have been Auburn. I thought Auburn screwed it by not hiring
know.
him.
Did you know Jerry Rice has a son on USC?
Yeah.
Brendan Rice.
Oh,
Yeah, number 2.
Is he a player?
Yeah, he's a player coach.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's like Deion's kids are gonna be.
Or they already are.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna bring so much excitement. And in a way, I'm kind of happy for the Pac-12, because I think Colorado, that school, that they get some exposure, and I think they are going to get really something fun, and people are going to hopefully get turned around. So I wish nothing but the best for him. I wish more teams would take chances on that, because I just think that I know, we were talking before the last game, Cadillac Williams. I just hope these guys can get some chances, because I think there's great coaches that are innovative, come with swag and really kind of fun, and I think really kind of brings something to coaching that I think is missing.
I think the writing was on the wall for Cadillac.
You think so?
Yeah, they wanted coach. Like they wanted to hire a coach, like go find one and hire him.
But they were able to keep him on staff, and it's not like I think that's the best case scenario for Cadillac, because I don't know if he would have gotten an opportunity anywhere else that would have been as big as Auburn.
Yeah,
like he did the best he could, and that isn't like if you're an alumni of that school and if you're Cadillac, like all you can do is kind of hope you can keep all the water out the boat. You just didn't want it to absolutely sink while you were the captain.
Yeah. I mean,
Instead,
I thought
they got some awesome moments.
Oh, so he didn't NO it.
Right.
He didn't sink it at the same time.
And I was hoping that would have led to him getting a shot with a smaller school.
I think he could have, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a very well-paying job with Auburn.
Yeah.
And if you're coaching and that's your thing, coaching is.
Yeah.
Some people don't. From interviews and things that I've heard, some coaches prefer to be coordinators and
absolutely
position coaches, less to worry about and
do what you're good at.
Coach up the guys, and I mean the good ones are.
And we talk about Deion. I don't think this is his last stop. He'll do Colorado, and he'll probably do it for 4 years. They'll see what this recruiting class looks like.
Yeah.
If he's able to have success, he's going to be able to pick he's doing it the right way. He's just kind of moving up the ladder. I don't.
What if he gets to like Florida?
That's what I'm worried about.
Because Florida's in trouble.
The number 15 class in the country.
University of Florida, number 15.
They had number 15?
That's what I just read.
Really?
Yep. No, number 10 now.
10.
Whoa,
No, moving on up.
Okay,
that.
so what happens in 4 years? He does Colorado.
It
what
depends
happens
on
in
what's
4
open.
years?
It could be Arkansas. It could be.
It could be Bama.
It could be.
Could be.
It
Very
could
well.
be.
Saban 4 years, decides to retire. Got that walk in for Dion.
71.
71?
Remember? We looked at it the other day.
75.
when
He
his
has a
cheeks getting
10-year
cracked.
contract.
Oh my
It
God.
just.
Bro. Is it like, what is he gonna just like?
Yeah, come on. Hey, I just read Dolly Parton just retired. Eventually,
did?
yeah, 75 or 71, and that she just got tired of decades of being on the road.
I guess.
Yeah,
What if it's the same thing with Saban? Hey, 75, Dion does 4 years, the success there.
Yeah. That would be hard. I think that would be really hard for him to retire, though.
Yep.
And then he would die right after he retired, probably.
You
We
think
talked
so?
About that the other day,
Well-
Couple
too,
months. It'd be like maybe not even a couple months. I give him a few weeks.
Yeah.
Didn't Bear
71?
Bryant die, like,
Yeah, he
shortly
did.
after?
Joe Paterno died shortly
Yeah.
after.
Joe P. Yeah,
straight to hell.
Talk about yeah.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah.
Just straight there.
Straight
No
to hell.
purgatory.
That's when that gosh, yeah.
I would I'd rather be Joe Pa though than Sandusky. Like he had to go live it in prison.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which is way worse than dying, I'd
Yeah.
imagine.
Being old in prison sounds awful.
Well, and for what he did.
Like it
Yeah.
sounds terrible.
Yes. Well, I think
They were singing Pink Floyd to him when he was walking down like the prison to his cell. They were saying like, "Teacher, leave
they
them
weren't.
kids alone." Everybody in the jail was, and he was like,
Oh.
"This is going to be a bad
This
time."
is
It's
a
good.
terrible
Yeah, it's gonna end.
experience.
It's not gonna
How
end
do you
well.
know this, Lloyd? Like, how do you find this
Yeah,
stuff out?
that's crazy.
Oh, I was there that night.
He was in the crowd.
It's on the internet.
Sleeping with your hands under
Yeah,
your ass.
yeah, that's what I did. One eye open, coach. Especially with the Dusky lurking.
Oh.
Did y'all see the kid that the FIU tight end? His name is Rowdy Beers. That's
Yeah.
his name.
Apparently
Rowdy
he's a straight
Beers.
edge.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently he's a big Christian. So
That's a weird name, especially
What a
for
nerd.
a hell of a
Christian.
name.
Yeah.
Rowdy
To have that
Beers.
name, I'd be like, wow.
And it would be perfect for NIL, but they can't do anything with like alcoholic beverages if you're under 21. I don't think you could even if you.
Can you at all?
I don't
No.
think you can at all.
I don't think you can at all. Yeah, I was about to
No
say.
alcohol products or tobacco. We're out.
And so
Makes
Rowdy,
sense.
Rowdy
Yeah,
Beers.
he's a
guess
school.
So, yeah.
To try and keep it.
But rowdy beers,
I mean,
and there's only one way to go.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You
get
got to
that
be
happy
shotgunning
dad.
in the end zone.
You get that happy dad deal. Like, oh,
That's the selling.
That's a silly. The Stone Cold.
Exactly. Yeah. So they'll come
The
up with something.
cheerleaders
Yeah.
of the band tosses a couple Budweisers out, smash, yeah.
They're gonna show.
At FIU.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd
hey,
be.
if Lane was there, he'd have fun.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
I know it was FAU. Lane was at Florida.
Atlantic.
That's true.
The Owls.
Yeah.
Is that what they are? Owls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Boca Raton. Boca
kinda
Raton.
sad
He was chilling
To
in
be an
Boca.
owl.
Not really.
I guess
the
there are
beach.
worse things.
There
Yeah,
are. Aggie.
that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the
What
worst.
even
I don't
is
even
that?
They don't
know.
even know what it
think,
is.
I think this is the most wonderful time of the year, and
Signing
Christmas
day or
cheer and
Christmas?
everything. But I still think that it's important to throw in a dig at A&M.
What is an
Yeah.
Aggie? I've never even thought about that.
I
don't
think it's a
know.
cow.
No.
No way.
Right? It's
No way
something
it's a cow.
agricultural. Someone knows
Hey,
this
you know,
in the chat.
first, you just have to be confident in your answer. It's
you
not
do.
about being right.
You do.
It's just about being
Oh,
confident.
Daniel Glenn said root beer. They could do root beer.
Yeah, they
That's
could.
cute.
Yeah.
Like
Man,
Barks could do it, or
it'd be tough to shotgun a root beer.
yeah, but that's a good
That's like-
idea, Daniel
that sounds
Glenn.
like
Somebody
bourbon.
needs
That's-
to
yeah,
NIL that
come on.
rowdy beers.
Pain.
I got a stomach ache.
Yeah. Oh, Aggie. Apparently, students were referred to as farmers because it's an agricultural mechanical college.
Okay.
Oh, are you an Aggie?
Yeah. Exactly. That's
Oh,
So
it.
that's-
it's just a farmer.
The term
Yeah.
Aggie began to be used in the 1920s and 1949 when the yearbook changed its name from the Longhorn to Aggieland. Aggie became the official student body nickname.
Hey, I was not far off.
No, you weren't.
No.
So it
Originally, it
explains
was
the-
a cow, and then they moved to the Aggie to reference the people who did the farming.
But they're like physical mascots. Like, is it a collie? Is that right? Don't they
The
have
dog?
a collie
Yeah, they
that
got a
runs out
yeah,
there?
they have whatever Lassie is.
A
Is
collie.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a bull, like a cow.
No.
No.
That's
that's
Texas, Texas.
Well, right.
You're thinking
I
of
mean,
the longhorn, huh?
no, I thought it was like a cross between the longhorn and a razorback, like a cow with a weird sunburn. is what I-
Michael has said an Aggie is someone who thinks they are good but actually
Suck.
suck.
Nice, keep them coming.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Texas A&M.
Be nice, spread cheer, except to A&M this time of year.
Exactly.
Oh, that rhymed.
There you go.
Let's take a quick break. Don't forget we're brought to y'all by Dead Soxy, deadsoxy.com. Use the code Jordy and get up to 35% off of your order. It's too late to get them for Christmas, I think. I mean, maybe
Unless
could
you
do-
come here, we'll sell you
Oh
'em.
yeah, we could sell you some out of our sock store.
I'm
we
so
have
pissed.
We have a little supply.
I was gonna wear some dead Soxies for graduation. Didn't
Aw,
grab none the night before.
Stewie.
Oh, you missed
But I had
out.
some LSU socks at home, so we
Okay.
good, we good.
Okay.
I didn't
so-
go to my graduation.
I didn't
Lloyd's a
either.
weirdo though.
That
I
sounds.
didn't either though.
Yeah,
It
sounds.
was alphabetical order, a walking type
Oh,
thing
say,
back
see,
then.
I'm out.
Well, you went. What's your real?
No,
What's
A.
your
I was
maiden?
still A. I was
oh.
Anderson, but
Yeah.
still, it was
Wait,
just a ton
Katie,
of people.
the girl that sung at graduation? Oh my God!
I think
they
you
let
told
her
me.
sing the national
opera.
anthem. I thought we were getting Whitney Houston. We got opera.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Poor thing.
And I was out. It was
That-
done.
To her credit, that's your moment. Do it however you want.
That's
And ain't
true.
nobody
That's
stopping you.
true.
You could have rapped it if you wanted.
But you gotta
Kill it.
You gotta kill that thing. Like if you're gonna do graduation, you gotta kill it.
I guess.
That- yeah.
She's
That's
not.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird. Do they always do the
National
I don't
anthem.
know.
national
I
anthem
didn't know
for
that.
graduation?
Then they let her sing the alma mater. Like she.
Aw.
Did she run it back with the opera?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
Let's
was
not
like-
go too hard on her.
I was like,
mean,
bro,
she's
they-
probably good.
Stewie was there high, just kind of blew his
She-
mind.
Yeah.
It did.
Opera
Like,
just might not be your thing.
it's like you just blew my fucking mind because like I didn't think you could sing opera in that setting.
Wow.
It's just
Why
like
not?
We're really sorry. I'm sure you have a wonderful
I'm sure you have
voice.
a wonderful voice.
she
Dead
did have
Sox.
a wonderful voice.
Dead Soxy.
Dead
We'll
Dead
be
Sox.
right back. Well, Dead
Dead
Sox.
Sox.
We'll be right back.
Driven and powered by
Go
Go
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Or maybe not.
Donaldsonville Glass and Body, the trusted name in frame, body, and automotive paint repair since 1977. They have served their customers for over 45 years. You can find them online at dgbauto.com or stop in and see them Railroad Avenue and Division Street out in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Look, they can help you with your insurance claims. They can make the repair process as stress-free as possible. I'm speaking from experience here. I've got numerous windshields, body repair, all done by Kenny and the crew over at Donaldsonville Glass and Body. They are, without question, the most well-equipped shop in the area. Stop in and see them today. Shop them online, dgbauto.com, or stop in and see the crew over in Division Street in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Donaldsonville Glass and Body. Hey fellas, it's Jordy Culotta for my friends over at Men's Total Health. Guys, do you suffer from fatigue, decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, weight gain or loss of muscle mass, signs of depression, anxiety, hair loss, mental fog, general loss of interest? Then you might be suffering from low testosterone. Go see my friend Mike Roach and his great team over at Men's Total Health, over in Metairie at menstotalhealth.net online. And stop in and see how they can change your life today. A simple shot and some knowledge from Mike Roach can get you back up, moving with your energy, get your sex drive back, build your muscle mass, make you feel young again. All online, menstotalhealth.net. Red Stick Sports, a local staple in Baton Rouge to all sports fans, was founded back in 1981 and has remained a family business for over 40 years. Today, they still have the great selection on the floor, but they're also a leader in custom apparel for businesses, sports teams, and other groups. Take it from us, everybody over here at FM Digital Media. They help us out with all of our apparel. Let them help you out today. Go ask for Cody over at Red Stick Sports. Check him out online at redsticksports.biz. I was embarrassed about my smile. Are you unhappy at yours? Do you not smile back at yourself? I called my friend, Dr. Spillers, over at Johnson Spillers. He fixed my smile, and now everywhere I go, people are complimenting it after the work that Dr. Spillers and the staff did to my mouth. They can do it to yours. Get in touch with them. JohnsonSpillers.com. 2 locations, one in Gonzales, one in Baton Rouge. Easy to find them, JohnsonSpillers.com.
Looking to book a dumpster but no idea how? We've made it quick and easy for you. Check out our website at moralesrolloffs.com. Let Morales Roll-Offs know your desired delivery date, and finally, provide your contact details. To make payment, look out for an email invoice with all your booking details. On delivery day, our driver will notify you through text and email that your dumpster is ready and on the way. Now you know how easy and convenient it is. Call Morales Roll-Offs at 225-427-0000 for your dumpster.
Hey Baton Rouge, when traveling through Natchez, Mississippi, whether you need to fill up your vehicle or your belly, stop by Go-Mart and On The Go Deli. Go-Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you might need on your trip. So stop by Go-Mart at 4 Sergeant Prentice Drive as you're entering Natchez on the left, and visit Tom and Wright Granning and their awesome team at Go-Mart.
Don't let the name fool you. Men's Total Health has offerings for the ladies, too. Guys, is your wife or partner suffering from urinary incontinence, low sexual desire, or pain during sex? Then the O-Shot might be for her. Don't let it scare you. It's totally natural. It's PRP. And Mike Roach and the crew at Men's Total Health will make you as comfortable as you can be. Contact me for more information, Katie at JordyCulottaShow.com, and I'm happy to tell you everything that Men's Total Health has to offer for the ladies.
Hi, this is Dan Canterbury. Join myself and the legend, Coach Skip Burtman, for Hold the Rope Tuesday nights on YouTube. You can go to @Hold the Rope, Skip and Cano. Skip, tell them what we do.
We've got a lot of education. We've got some people that can tell you a lot about a lot of things. In the area of sports, we have a lot of entertainment. We got a lot of energy putting this in. I think you'll like it.
So join us for Hold the Rope.
Oh, we gotta listen. I gotta
We're
put
back.
these things on this time.
Yeah, you'll need them for Nate, and if we bring Dabo back in.
Okay.
Those are the only two things we'll need him for.
Might just bring Dabo back in for fun.
Wait, are you playing the song?
I'm just playing a song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aren't you going to play the song?
What song? Oh.
What?
It was like, I'm playing a song right now.
Serious? We just sat here and had this
I
conversation
know, but
and we
like,
didn't come back
All
correctly.
right, so are you going to let him know what the song
Guess
is?
so. Now this.
Yeah, I mean, you
this is Elena Lott, Nathan Lott. Her dad sent this to us. She's got a new song out, Louisiana Christmas. You can find it on YouTube. We thought it would be fitting today for a Christmas variety
Yes.
show. Since it's the
Are we gonna
Louisiana
listen
Christmas
to it?
song.
Or
So that was
That means
Elena
a lot to
Lott.
her.
You can find it on YouTube, and
It's on
I
all
guess she
streaming
has some
platforms.
other songs on there too. I noticed. So yeah, all streaming platforms.
That's
so
great.
Thank you, Elena.
This is my favorite week out of the whole year.
Christmas
Bar
week?
none.
The
This
week
week.
of Christmas?
The week of Christmas, leading up to it.
It's Lloyd's favorite too.
well, yeah, sure. I just don't. What makes you so? I guess what happened to me is.
What did happen?
A lot of things
something-
have happened to you. I'm starting to like slowly peel this onion back.
Yeah, I've lived. It feels like I've lived like a
No
thousand
vegetable,
lives.
no
in one.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Gonna kick the stool over.
It was working in retail when I worked at the jewelry store. Like this
that'll
was
do
our
it.
busiest week of
Yeah,
the year, and it
yeah.
was like, well, yeah, what? No, it's awful.
That'll do, pig.
Yeah, I've worked in retail on Christmas week, and it is terrible.
All you listen to is Christmas
Yes.
music.
Two.
When you hear the same songs, like for I'd say you get there at 9, you work until like 7.
Hey,
and
bro,
it's
we've been
just
hearing
on
the same
repeat.
song since 1913.
But not me. I'm not a big Christmas music man.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, I have to listen to fucking Mariah Carey again. Like, just kill me.
Yes.
You know. And I'm just over there cleaning glass, not making sales.
I've done two. I did, a couple years ago, I did 2 retail jobs part time. That's when I first started Iverstines, and I did Lululemon. I mean, talk about
was
completely
probably
different
fun.
retail
Oh,
customers.
Yeah, it's a totally different experience.
Josh, you have
clientele-
connects a job again?
Yeah.
But the
I have to get a second job around
but I
here.
love it. Hey, I will say this: they're a very great employer to work for. They actually,
Lulu?
yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've had
they're a
couple
very
friends
good
work
employee
there.
to work for.
Great on Glassdoor.
They had a just gonna
Did you job hunt there a lot?
a very competitive pay for part time, but even they treated their part time and their holiday workers very well. They got bonuses at the end of for sticking it out.
Oh, that's nice.
Because
Even
they're-
for like just holiday workers?
Holiday workers are a big one because they have an influx, obviously, of sales,
Yeah.
and so they just needed people, and they were literally hiring people like, hey, can you just work these 6 weeks? But you can't. Here's the thing: is like you can't take time off.
Oh, okay.
And they're open like the day after Christmas, and they're open Christmas Eve. So it was, some people were, but they say if you don't take any time off, there was a nice bonus for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also,
cool.
yeah. So they
If
did
you
that.
never, ever, ever think about taking a day off,
You get a
you
bonus.
might get rewarded at the end of it.
Yeah,
It's like,
well-
oh, okay, cool.
Is it like you'd have to be there like all day? All the days?
No, and the shifts weren't really. I mean, there's so many. They did do a good job of like bringing so many people in. So
Yeah.
I mean, there was. I think the longest shift I ever worked was 6 hours on like a
Okay.
weekend.
Yeah. That's not bad.
No, but most of them are. And there was great.
And the clientele was probably great.
I didn't do a whole lot. I mean, I did and I didn't. I would do like a weekend shift.
I see what you
with
did.
that. Yeah.
I see what you did.
I didn't do
there.
a whole lot of
in
them. I did and I didn't.
I did and I didn't. I just, yeah.
But I did a lot of.
There's a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, the sizes are small there, is what I would imagine.
The what?
Like the sizes of Lululemon has particular people that wear it, so I'm sure it was easy to
He's
talk
talking
to.
about girls coming in yoga pants and shopping, and that would be entertaining.
Oh, I'm not a
Some-
pervert. I didn't pick up on
Yeah,
that.
it went right over your head. It went right over your head. It's a good thing. If your wife is listening, she's very happy that went over your head.
Right. Went over my head.
Is it perverted to be? I mean, I have eyes.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
To just is it perverted to just want to work a job just to stare at other human beings?
No.
People,
Yeah,
that's like saying, is it perverted to like eat lunch at a New York window and people watch? It's like, I'm just looking. You know, you see a lot of weird
that's
things.
Not perverted. That's
No, but that's general. That's people watching.
Yeah.
What you're looking
Specific.
at, what you're
Very
specifically
specific.
looking at is
It's not your fault.
females wearing tight clothing.
I am not.
I'm not.
So that's very
technically-
specific.
I'm folding the clothes.
Technically,
I'm folding the
they
clothes.
came
That was my
into-
motto.
Yeah.
But technically,
I'm reading a book.
They came into my eyesight.
Yeah.
So I was just at work.
Right.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not my
that's
fault.
I'm not trying. I'm not.
She was asking for it with
It ain't
those
my
tight
fault.
pants.
Right. I got crossed my eyes. I glanced.
There it
looked
is.
away.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You
Exactly.
can't. It's a dead end conversation.
Right?
Yeah. That's
Yes.
okay.
It's not.
Let me get back to the why I like this week so much, because that's
Okay,
how we
yes,
started.
that's right. We did.
This week to me, when the holidays were always very special when I was growing up. My family did a great job, and it came from a very, as you say, humble but very hardworking background. When I was born, we lived with my grandpa for a while, and then we, one-bedroom apartments to the townhouse rentals and everything like that. But I always remember Christmas. My family, it was just a very magical time of year.
Yeah.
And very full of happy memories, even though, as you find out things when you get older, but like, just remember being completely happy. And it carries over to me this year. And I like this week because it's that anticipation, I
Yeah.
think, when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
it's like
I know.
Santa's coming, and it's just that whole week. And then you get off of school on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then you got Wednesday, Thursday, and it's like, oh man, Christmas is Friday. And my
Right.
family was big into Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve was just as important. We did.
Did you open up one present a year on Christmas Eve?
No, we did. My grandpa had the whole family. So the entire family came over. Grandpa cooked, but first we had to go to church. We did church Christmas Eve.
This is why I don't like it either. Yeah, it's all making sense now.
Came back.
That's right.
had the big feast, and then we opened presents. And my grandparents, my whole family, it was the big living room like this, and you couldn't walk. There was one little alleyway so Grandpa could get to his chair.
Aw.
And that was it.
And
Y'all
we
were
would
just
sit,
all
open up
gathered
presents.
around.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
with
we
And
you.
the best part, the best part is kids, you get to stay up till midnight. You're
Yeah.
playing with your toys. Eyes are burning because everyone's smoking. This is when you can smoke in the house.
Yeah. Grandpa's in the chair.
Yeah, the adults are
Nailed it again.
The adults are now in the kitchen playing cards.
Those are totally my memories
Oh
too.
my God!
And
It's
dominoes.
just so
They would always play dominoes.
dominoes,
too.
yeah. And
See,
so
my-
I think I just have that, even with retail.
Yeah.
And for me, when I got older and I started seeing everything there is, to me, there's still very much a lot of magic in the air.
I feel that way too.
This week.
Yeah.
You walk into a store, and I know, retail and things can be hard. People get stressed. They take that stress out on workers. And you shouldn't, by the way, if that's you.
Right.
But there's still just a niceness,
Yeah.
a magic of seeing people and just smiling at a stranger,
Yeah.
saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy
That's
Holidays.
true.
It's just, everyone's cooking, and I don't care what you cook, if it's prime rib or tenderloin or what, like an eye around, a nice roast, just, and you're coming around and you're celebrating, being alive that year and being thankful for those things. And hopefully you're lucky enough to give some gifts and kind of spread that onto the stuff.
that.
But now as a father,
I know.
like I'm just so.
Yeah, you got to carry that thing. Like you get to carry past that feeling that you have for it down to
She
continue the tradition.
This is my first year being Santa, and
That's
like
so
I can't,
fun.
I can't not smile thinking
I
about it.
know.
It's like the coolest thing. And we
It
got
is
the
so
tree,
fun.
and my little girl Juniper, she walks into the room every time, no matter if she just leaves to go change a diaper or whatever. We come into the room anew, and we have a Christmas tree in her room as well.
Yeah.
As soon as she walks in,
I know.
and she just looks at the tree, you know, and it's like, and just to get it, so like this is really exciting. So I love it. I'm a big Christmas fan this week.
When do you start saying Merry Christmas?
Like people have been saying it for weeks now.
That's what I'm saying. When's like your?
Where do you stop?
I just say it back to people.
The
I don't ever
26th.
start it.
I don't say it either.
I'll say it back, but I don't ever say it. Because then I don't know who I'm saying it to. Like I don't ever say it to strangers, but I feel like a lot of strangers say it to me. But like you could be Jewish. So like I'm not gonna just say no. I just mean whoever you are in a store, and I'm not just gonna say Merry Christmas because maybe you don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. That was a huge to do. You don't remember when it switched from Merry Christmas to Happy Holidays?
And I don't have a problem with Merry Christmas. It's just that like I don't want to offend you. Maybe you don't celebrate it. I'm not just gonna assume to say that to you.
Well, this is how I feel about it. Is if you say Happy Holidays,
that covers
Christmas
everything.
isn't under attack, right?
Right.
But if you say Happy Holidays, to me it encompasses a New Year, a Thanksgiving, a Christmas, you know, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, everything that's coming in. It's not just taking it out and trying to play it safe, but you know, I think it's just a general
all-encompassing.
Like Happy New Year, man. Happy Holidays.
I know,
like,
what's wrong with Happy Holidays? People
if someone says
weird about it.
Well, because it's the old guard that wants to protect Merry Christmas. Don't tell me what I can and can't say.
Well, you can say it all you want.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not that big a deal. Like,
I'm telling you what other people think.
I know
Yeah, that's what it
is.
is. They're like, what? It's Merry Christmas, and it's like, okay,
Right.
I don't care either way.
Well, I mean, it did. You know, here we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
Careful.
I was just gonna hold your hand down the path and see if you bit.
What do we have? A little disclaimer: the views expressed in this chair this morning do not fully represent those of the Jordy Culotta Show.
The whole network.
The whole network here. No, not good. But you know, Christmas is a religious holiday.
Yeah.
You know, and I think as it's steered to being more of how the general population, or as you say, commercialized, and you know, it's become less about that for some people. For you know, a wider range of people are celebrating Christmas that aren't religious.
Right.
And I think the people who are saying, you know, let's defend Merry Christmas,
are essentially defending their religion.
And people are
what the hell is wrong with you?
in the chat
What is that?
saying this is what's wrong with America.
See, I told you this
woke.
is so easy.
Yeah.
It's not anything about that. It's just that maybe you're not a Christian, and so I don't want to say Merry Christmas to you, just because I don't want to offend you.
Didn't mean to get into
I don't
it.
say Merry Christmas to them. It's not that big a deal. It's just being a nice person, like a decent person.
Is Tariq Gilbert in the portal?
Yes.
Anyways, here's something fun. My favorite week of the year. So that's why I love this Christmas.
I'm with you.
I didn't stop believing in Santa Claus till I was like 11.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I was close to that, I guess. Maybe
like that's
9.
how much the magic meant to me.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop.
See, my brother told me he killed Santa Claus.
Oh
my God.
So it was just good.
Oh no, Stewie, that's
he
awful.
told me I was like 6 or 7. I was like, well, Santa Claus is dead. And then I found the presents in my parents' room. So
that's how I figured out. I found stuff.
Got me a remote
I did,
control car.
but you know, my mom said,
"What's the worst gift you've ever gotten?"
Ooh, I like this.
Mine was a pair. This is sad, but funny. My aunt started getting dementia really early on.
Shit.
Raptor cat.
No,
check for $50,000.
Stuff it got weird, and she gave me like a sweatsuit, like an old, like they owned a sporting goods store in the 80s, and I mean they still had stuff like merchandise left over for it, so it was a legit like Russell Athletic like matching blue sweatpants and sweatshirt.
Would be
but
fire
she had
now.
put it in a water bottle case that like she had taken all the water bottles out of, so there's still like the plastic on top in the cardboard box, and she had kind of shoved it into that.
She probably got that from work too.
I don't know. And so I like opened it and I was like, what is this water bottle case? And then I had a sweatsuit shoved into it that didn't even fit.
Like you just got trashed.
It was wild. I mean, it was the wildest thing ever.
Did she wrap it at least?
Wrapped the water bottle case with the
cardboard in
sweatsuit.
it?
Yes, with the sweatsuit shoved into there. I mean, my brother and I,
Like, we were laughing. Like, we couldn't even speak. Like, tears were just, like, running down our face.
With
like,
the cardboard in there.
Yeah.
It's a wild move. That's what I'm saying. It seems like she just was trying to give you something that she was about to throw away.
It was just like that.
And then she's like, oh, let me wrap it.
Yeah.
And now it's definitely not trash.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about the worst gift.
I can tell you mine.
Tell
This is when the Xbox 360 came out. And, you ask for, you don't always get for what you ask for. That's not the reason I was upset. I got an Xbox 360 game. And so I was like, oh, fuck yeah, like with the big reveal. And she's like, no, I didn't get you. I thought that was for the one you have now. And I was like, ah. So I'll never, after I opened up the game, I was waiting for, are they going to, bring it out last or something? Yep. So I'm anticipating this. And then Christmas was just over. And I was like, well, I'm going to say something real quick. I can't even play this fucking thing because you didn't get me the thing that it works on that I asked for, and that was that. And I was like, all right, I'm going to my room.
That's how it was.
What did you do with the game?
Fucking nothing. They exactly stared at it. I would love to play the new Madden. I can't.
Did you return it?
Yes.
Okay.
I really don't know what was the worst Christmas gift I've ever gotten.
That's a good Christmas then.
Yeah.
I mean, you had an all-timer.
Yeah, that's all.
I don't have anything like that to think or remember. I mean, I know when you're a kid and you're really wanting the toy.
Yeah.
And your relatives do nice and get you some clothes to, actually put clothes on your back.
Yeah.
As a kid, you're disappointed, but I don't even remember any horrible, disappointing things like that.
Yeah.
Horrible, disappointing things.
Yeah.
I wasn't disappointing. It was hilarious.
It was funny as fuck. I would have laughed.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I would have cried and laughed.
Everyone.
It could have been anything in that box.
Yeah, it could have been anything.
What's in the box?
Do you have a tradition?
Oh.
You have a Christmas tradition?
Not really.
No.
I mean, ours has been for the last 5 years, going to New Orleans. And staying overnight and doing Christmas stuff. We have the kids, we go leading up to Christmas Eve and do it. And when we have them, we go and do it over Christmas.
See, that's what we used to do whenever we all, I guess when you're, younger, the family is all together. It would be the trip to New Orleans, the very prototypical white thing to do when you go to, what hotel is it?
The Roosevelt.
You go to the Roosevelt, and you go, walk around, and I'm 12, so I can't drink or do anything. So I'm like, this sucks. I'm dressed up for nothing. I don't want to be out here. Go look at the gingerbread house. Go look at the tree. There's a million people around.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you're the parents, it's fun because you get to have, a cocktail and walk and look around.
Yeah.
If you're just 12, it's
all
right, tight. I don't even have anybody to talk to. And then, inevitably your parents get in a fight, and it's just all right, this is even more fun.
Well, here we go down another rabbit hole, people.
But for Christmas Eve or Christmas, I forget which one it is, we would do all the family stuff. We always do all of our celebrations at night. So even Thanksgiving, instead of having it during the day, we're the family that does every
people.
Yeah, that this is why, obviously, it makes more sense to do it at night, I guess, if you want a party.
Right.
And
do
so
you
that's
open
what we
gifts
would
during
do.
The day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't have to wait. When you were little, you didn't have to wait all day to open gifts.
But see, I wasn't the kid that was I'm going to wake up mom and dad. They had to
Yeah.
wake me up. They're it's Christmas.
Oh yeah, no, I was.
And I was
I
was up with the fishes.
Yeah,
Man,
there was a
4:35
time
in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a time whenever you would go in there, knock on the door, be like, "Hey,
but
it's mom, dad. It's Christmas."
Yeah.
Oh, well,
And
you just go
but
down.
I just didn't do that very I didn't do that for very long.
When you were a kid, did you believe in Santa Claus?
Oh, absolutely.
What age?
Oh God, 7.
Okay.
Is that late? I don't know. It felt like it was.
I feel like I'm a late bloomer, but
Yeah, me
premature.
too.
No, we were early.
Well, I just felt like if you really sat down and thought about it,
He's fake.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
See,
And
he's a thinker. We're forward thinkers.
Right,
Well,
just-
when you think of all the things, when you think of the Tooth Fairy and the bunny, and then Santa, you're like, well,
somebody's
those two things
somebody's
can't
lying
be
to us.
real. So.
Yeah.
Right.
and exactly. All of this is a ruse.
This is
Yeah.
they're faking.
Why
it
would
right now.
why would the Tooth Fairy care? Who would do that?
Why would they leave money for me?
And why do they want my teeth so bad?
Well, I
Right?
think
It's
I
weird.
think
Unless you're Katie.
Save all the teeth.
Wait, do you have all your kids' teeth from?
Were you not here the other day when we talked about it?
No.
I had their teeth, and then Sophie found them, and she was like,
"Mom,
"This
you're a
is so
fucking
gross.
weirdo."
Why do you have? Why did you keep our teeth?" And I'm like,
You got
I don't
those. You got those
know.
What are you,
Dahmer glasses
Dahmer?
lying
I
around.
thought I was supposed to, and so I threw them out
No
because then
kidding.
everybody was like, "No," all my family was like, "No, that's so weird."
What were you gonna do with it? You could have made a necklace out of them.
Maybe that's what I was
There you
doing.
go. I collect children's teeth.
We're just going to watch the movies.
I should have made a necklace out of them. These
God.
are so cloudy.
Speaking of movies, Nate is in the chat.
Oh, it's already 8.
Okay,
Jeez,
first of all,
time
what's your
flies
favorite,
when
what's your
you're-
favorite Christmas movie?
We got to get into this with Nate, right?
Yeah, we
I
gotta
mean,
get into this with Nate.
You would go to break and
Time
then
flies when you're bashing Christmas and saying Happy Holidays, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks we're
Oh,
doing.
Nicole still found his teeth in his mom's bedroom too,
Oh.
and then she went to jail.
See,
Oh, wait, are we going to
I got
break or what?
I got a little something here to go, and we'll kind of lighten this chat. Let me just say, if you're in the chat, be nice to each other. It's Christmas.
Oh, they're
You know?
mad at us
Okay.
if we're
No,
ruining
they're just
Christmas.
mad at us
Yeah.
because they don't think we believe in God. It has nothing to do with that. It's just about
I
like
do believe
Right,
in God.
yeah.
it's just about
Yeah.
respecting everybody else's beliefs. You
We
know,
Yeah, we
respect
know-
say
yeah.
Merry
beliefs.
Christmas all you want
Didn't
to. I'll
mean
say it back to you.
I'll say
It's
it
not
back to you.
that
Didn't
big
mean
a
to get
deal.
into that. Be
Merry
nice to
Christ.
each other on the thing. If you're in the chat,
Happy
what I
Honda days.
what I
A
what I
December
want to
to
know,
remember.
I got a free lunch for
Every
you
kiss
from
begins with
Iverstines.
K.
Okay.
Lunch provided Iverstines. If you're in the chat,
Yes.
I want you to tell us what your go-to, like the quintessential, the one Christmas ornament you have to have on your tree every year. How and the funnest ones, I got a Iverstein lunch gift certificate.
All right.
Can I
I'll
play?
get busy then.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna? Yeah, we'll get. All right.
We'll
Yeah,
take a
answer
little
that
break
while we're in
and
the
get
break.
back to
I have an
Nate.
answer as well.
Yes.
Nice. And then we'll eat. Thanks, y'all.
Oh yeah, and then so Tom Graney goes, I hope nobody's listening with their kids right now. Oh yeah. When y'all stop? When did you realize?
Two. Three. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
In a wreck, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys is ready to go to work for you. Come meet your team.
I'm your intake specialist. I coordinate your case and connect you with your attorney and paralegal.
That's us, your legal team.
Thanks.
And we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve.
I'm your settlements and disbursement manager, and I'm here to get you paid on time.
I'm attorney Gordon McKernan. Put our team to work today. Just call us.
Get it done. I remember telling them, hey, listen, my job here is to make sure that we bring, big time football to a small town environment, right? And so you see on movies sometimes about the way a town reacts to the football program and what it means to everybody, and that was the hopes and dreams that I had for the place. And so our kids take a distinct responsibility in wearing that Z on their helmet. It means a lot to them. And then on the flip side of that, our community does a tremendous job of supporting our program, supporting the athletic department, supporting our school as a whole. And there's really a great relationship there that's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Thank you for the access, man. Looking forward to tonight. We'll talk soon.
Coach, wait, before you go, fix your hair again one more time.
Oh, look at him.
Let's go.
Yes.
Here.
Look at him.
What do you think about that?
Game day,
What do you
baby.
think about that?
Game day. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, man. Great to see you. Thank you.
You too, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.
All right, man. There he is. There he is. My guy. David Brewerton checking in. What does Harold Perkins do for this defense? What does he allow you guys to do?
Yeah, Perk, man, he's just so raw, man. Like, all he know how to do is make a play. But I love him. He brings a certain type of juice to the defense, and he's right alongside of me on the edge. He knows how to rush the edge. As a young guy, that's very valuable to the defense, being able to rush the edge. Making the quarterback step up. But yeah, they put him everywhere. Middle linebacker, outside rusher. Maybe sometimes he's gonna be in the drop. So he's very versatile for our defense.
Question in that game. You're listening to the Jordy Culotta Show live on YouTube. Catch it every day, 7 to 9 a.m., wherever you have internet access.
My guy, the host of Mac and Cube.
You said you wanted me to close it out.
I listen to his pod every day on WJOX 94. I thought I was going to beat Charlie. I didn't. You were fantastic as always. Have a great call in Missouri. I'll see you soon, man.
Thanks, man. Good
Later.
talking to you, Jordy.
Always. There he is. Cole Kubelik, the absolute best. Don't overthink it, ABC. When you move to a primetime slot and the SEC is getting that billing, make this man the color commentator. He's the absolute best.
Ooh, I mean, what a pro.
What a pro.
Play it during the football game.
Boosie, I want Webby.
Right.
I want NBA Youngboy. Play the people that are from the city.
Right.
I mean, play the people that are
Give me
from
that neck.
Louisiana. Absolutely. I mean, I think that's the best part about the Dome, really, is that they embrace New Orleans. And look what happens. I mean, you got Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara dancing on the sidelines with one another. You show it to the stand. You show it to the in-game crowd, and people lose their mind. I mean, they want to blow the roof off the Dome when they play that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
And they're playing well. You know what I mean? Like, it makes so much sense to play that entire stadium. I mean, play the Louisiana artists in Tiger Stadium. Made it fun.
Say it again.
I don't know. I think just the fact that we knew we were going to get them. Like,
that is fun.
Yeah. I've always been able to recruit players. I've always been able to get players. You talked about SMU. We signed the highest rated recruiting class in program history last year. Wow. In the only year that I was there. At Vanderbilt, we signed 4 top 100 kids, and we finished last in the SEC, for 2 years leading up to that. So recruiting players, that's never been an issue. It's always been, I always wanted to recruit the top end players. Yeah. And here I get a chance to do that. Anytime you work for Kim Mulkey, you're going to be able to recruit the top players in the nation.
I'm not sitting here today thinking that they got an impossible shot.
Yeah,
do they have an unlikely and difficult road to get there? Yes. But one thing that we can all confirm about that committee,
like a job he could retire
about the playoff committee, I've got no idea what they're talking about. I got no idea what the prerequisites are. I've got no idea what they need to see to put you in the field. I can guarantee all of them love Bama. Yeah. They all freak out over Alabama because they correlate Alabama to television ratings. Mm-hmm. They think in that room that if it comes close and it gets close, we might as well just put them in because everybody's going to watch.
It is going to be close.
And that's the difficulty here of running this thing with human beings making the decisions, because at the end of it, it's all going to come back to the money, the advertising dollar, and how they can get the most of it. And they know a field that features Alabama is a more popular field than any other one that does not include them that exists. Right? Like, you can make the 4th team Ohio State. You can make the 4th team Tennessee. You can make the 4th team whoever the hell you want to make it. If it's not Bama, the suits don't feel like the college football mass crowd, the most college football crowd will show up, and that's ultimately what they care about.
We'll see.
What do you think about that?
Welcome back. Do you know what he's cooking?
Some kind of meat, like beef and mashed potatoes and green beans, your favorite.
Some taters.
And some broccoli.
And just a good
like
old,
a whole Christmas spread.
Yeah, it's a good old fashioned
so we
family
got
style
old
meal.
Nate up in here to talk Christmas movies with us. How's it going, Nate?
Merry Christmas, Nathaniel.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
and happy
Christmas.
Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yes. Oh, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We're talking holiday movies, not Christmas movies, I guess.
Holiday movies.
The wrong way. There we go.
It is freezing here. It's that time of, like, normally, I know, but, like, it's the type of freezing now where it's too much. I had to go out and get one of those, like, giant coats to make me look like the Michelin Man. Like, there's a level where it's like, if I can pull out the pea coat, like, that's nice, kind of a fun, wintry Christmas. And now it's getting, like, you go down a block and it's like a wind turbine. So we're in the tough season now. So, but hey, it's still Christmas in New York. I'll be in Louisiana next week, though. I'm kind of looking forward. Yeah, not snowy. Not snowy.
It says it's 40 degrees.
So I think that's going to probably come around January.
Okay.
Nate, it says it's only 40.
Lloyd's calling you out.
Is it only
40?
It's only 40 here? I'm telling you, it's the wind chill that gets you. It's rough. It's rough. I think we're supposed to be freezing in I don't know, like this weekend I think we're supposed to get some bad freezes.
Well, yeah, we're getting that starting tomorrow, so I guess it hits you next. They're calling it like a bomb
we'll see how it
cyclone.
goes.
What are they? I saw that yesterday too. That something's coming.
I've never even heard of that.
Wait,
like
what are they
bomb
calling it?
cyclone, and it's affecting
I've been-
travel. It's crazy.
I've been getting updates about this. I still have like notifications for Louisiana, and I'm getting a bunch of stuff saying like, brace yourselves, you're going to freeze to death on Thursday.
I know. It's really scary
Wait,
for us.
isn't today Thursday?
Yeah, I think it starts dropping today.
A bomb cyclone is a term given to a rapidly strengthening storm that fulfills one important criterion. Generally, which not a lot of people know, criteria is actually the plural. Generally, pressure must drop 24 millibars, a unit of pressure, within 24 hours. The benchmark is also based on the latitude of the storm, so the millibar requirement can change depending. I don't know what a millibar
You
is.
sound like a meteorologist.
It shows you how easy that job
WAP's
is.
got nothing on this.
They really don't.
You might see me with the green screen. You know how many penises I would draw doing the letter? That's your bomb cyclone.
The bloopers of meteorologists are some of the best.
Absolutely.
The new news station mistakes, they're some of the best.
They really are.
All right, let's get into it,
Yeah,
Nate.
let's get into Christmas movies.
Give us this is your
All
segment.
right.
Help us.
I got a top 10 for you guys here, and I went ahead and like this. I wanted to go about this a little more scientifically. There's an actual criteria, Lloyd, not criterias. Thank you for
There you
that.
go. Criterion.
Of how
Criterion.
to decide this.
Okay.
Yes. So I've got atmosphere is one thing you have to consider with a good Christmas movie. Virtues throughout the movie relating to things like goodwill, kindness, all of that Christmas BS, And then nostalgia. Does it kind of give you that feeling? I feel like all the best Christmas movies kind of have that. It kind of make you feel like a kid. And I'm going to throw in some extra points to movies set in New York City because that's where the best Christmases are, and that's where the best Christmas movies are, I think.
Yes.
So we're going to start off number 10. I'm putting in Scrooged. I think it is a great update of the adaptation of the Dickens story. I think Bill Murray is the thing that makes it work. He brings that kind of wry, dry humor that he brought to SNL. This was kind of him in the peak of his career. I think it's a fantastic movie. Again, New York City points.
It's hilarious.
Number 10.
Have y'all seen it?
No,
It's fantastic.
Y'all haven't seen it?
No, I've never seen Scrooged.
With Bill Murray?
Scrooge.
There's like
They've
a
never
good.
seen it.
There's going to be a good chance I haven't seen any of these.
Lloyd, you got to see that one. Please see that one.
Oh, it's
hilarious.
It's very funny. I think it's one. They're like Christmas movies. They're a little saccharine and sweet. I feel like, especially with this crowd, that a movie like Scrooge would go over very well. It's very funny, not overly sentimental, kind of dark. It gets pretty dark at times too.
It does, yeah. Good one.
So number 9, Lloyd. I think you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, maybe so.
I don't think number 9 would work as well with everyone in the room. It's Love Actually. I feel like you got to throw a rom-com in there. You got to have that in play. I think you're out. Have you seen it? How many people in the room have seen Love Actually?
Nope.
I've seen it.
I've actually never seen it.
Oh,
I've never seen it
come
either.
on.
Love Actually.
It's good.
Does it have a comment in
It's
it?
cute.
I think between The Holiday and Love Actually, this would be my pick if you're going to have a rom-com on the list.
Yeah.
But number 8, I'm going to go Die Hard. I think this used to be
It is
the
a
ultimate
Christmas movie.
It used to be the ultimate gotcha pick. Everyone would be like, my favorite Christmas movie, it's Die Hard. What, you guys didn't know that Die Hard's a Christmas movie? I think it's kind of like mainstream opinion now that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't think it's going way up on the list. I mean, we don't got virtues of goodwill and kindness going on. It's not set in New York City. There's not a ton, I guess there's a little nostalgia, not in like a Christmas kind of way, but the atmosphere. I mean, not a lot of action movies go for that. I mean, good on it for setting it during Christmas time. It adds a whole other kind of vibe to the movie. I think Die Hard deserves to be a Christmas movie, so it's going in there at number 8.
Got it.
And I guess there is goodwill.
Number
He's trying
7
to save everybody at the party.
Yeah. So it translates perfectly to regular life. If you ever know of a situation where everyone is in, existential danger, go and save them, just like Santa Claus would.
Exactly.
Number 7, in the middle here, I'm putting a little more of the controversial picks. Number 7, we're going Eyes Wide Shut. It's New York City during Christmas. Now, it's not necessarily going at your idea of kindness and goodwill and family in your traditional way. It's a much darker path. Tom Cruise is going on a very weird journey, but every single scene has got Christmas in it. It's a weird movie.
I never
Everything is Christmas.
Movie.
Oh yeah, I mean if you watch it again, when you watch it again, every single scene there's Christmas trees, there's Christmas lights, there's Santas. It's during winter. It's in Manhattan. If you want a little bit of an iconic classic pick, go with Eyes Wide Shut. Not for the whole family.
Have y'all seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
It's a wild movie.
Y'all? It's wild.
Y'all have never seen
like
Eyes Wide Shut?
Movie.
Yeah, I know. That's what shocking.
Yeah, the Kubrick movie. We're talking Christmas movies here, Josh. We're on Eyes Wide Shut.
That's right. Well, I'm sorry I missed it. I was really excited to have you, and then I was in the kitchen.
Oh, you give him a quick rundown. What Scrooged was 10.
Scrooged, Love Actually.
Yeah, so right now we got at number 10 Scrooged. Yeah, then Love Actually,
Classic.
Die Hard. We're on number 7 with Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay.
All right, going number 6 now. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Which one?
Is it a Christmas movie? Is it This is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
Tim Burton and Henry Selick's Nightmare Before Christmas. It works perfectly as a Halloween movie. I think it works perfectly also as a Christmas movie. If you like things on the weirder side, I think that it's fun for kids too. Like it is a kids movie, but I guess maybe it's better to say it works for adults. It hasn't aged at all.
Yes.
It's a wild movie, but also a very good Christmas movie. And going at number 5 then is Gremlins. I swear this is going to be the last weird Christmas pick. But number 5 is Gremlins.
It's a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's at one point the female lead talks about her least favorite Christmas, wherever Santa got stuck in the chimney.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a bunch of Christmas stuff going on there.
Have y'all all seen
He gets
Gremlins?
Gizmo as a Christmas present.
No, I haven't seen
Gremlins is classic. They're talking.
Lloyd, you're lying.
You haven't seen Gremlins?
You're lying right now.
I'm not. Some of these are just I know what it is. I just never
How
sat
would
down
you
to
not
watch
have
it.
seen
It's not. I mean, some art. That's I think.
What?
Yeah, it just
Growing up in the '80s. It's,
right.
I
mean,
need you to watch. My kids have watched Gremlins. I need you to watch Gremlins.
Okay.
I just made that.
No, the
reference
song.
to-
Yeah, the song is perfect. I think they're trying to make a third one. They're trying very hard to get a third one off the
at these
ground.
little-
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if
Are they like
The
little
second
medicine?
one's good too.
Yes,
I mean-
they're terrifying. They'd kill you.
Oh hell yeah!
You
Okay.
gotta, they put one in a blender and blend it. It's a wild movie.
I just made the reference about my little girl. I said, "God, she's such a gremlin. She eats
Yeah.
everything." Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's still like a relative term.
That's true.
Oh, of course.
Don't feed it.
No, Gremlins is absolute classic.
It
Absolute
is.
classic.
It is.
Okay, top 4. I put number 4, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
coming
for
in.
a lot of people, this is going to be number 2 or number 1. But honestly, for me, this movie for me suffers from a little bit. I have seen it too many times now.
Yeah.
That if I go back to it, it's got that feeling of like I gotta push it away a little bit, and then maybe in another 10 years it'll be up there as like number 2, number 1. But I mean, you can't go 5 minutes without a laugh in the movie. It's hilarious.
It's a classic.
It's one of the classics.
It's a classic, and I think I had this discussion with my friend because he was saying he doesn't like A Christmas Story because of how much he's seen it growing up. He says, I just can't do it anymore.
Oh, okay.
And I said, okay.
That's fair.
And he said, well, I haven't gotten that way with Christmas Vacation. And I said, I think the reason why Christmas Vacation is so universal is because I feel like everybody's little family fits into the craziness that's going on. at that house, right?
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know, you're hosting it. It always seems like this. A lot of times people don't like this time of year because it's so busy.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming in. You have all this hecticness, and I think everyone's got that crazy uncle, you know?
That's right.
So I think everyone kind of relates a little bit. Obviously, they're not emptying the shitter in the sewer, but like everyone's got that
That's
uncle.
what makes it. That's what makes it universal, though. Yeah, he's being so insane that everyone's uncle fits perfectly under that. Everyone's got the dad, or that it maybe goes a little too hard on some aspect of Christmas, or at least a family member that goes a little too hard on an aspect of Christmas, like setting up all the lights and everything like that.
Well,
as a kid, that was my favorite thing when he turns those lights on. That was like my favorite scene of all time.
And
The
who still
funniest
doesn't
thing.
do that? I still do that too. You know, my wife gave me a little drum roll with the lights this year. That's like, and I think as like a father or parent, that's what I strive for. I'm like, I'm not throwing away any of these lights because I'm going to collect them. They're going to not match, but they're going to our house eventually at one point is going to illuminate the neighborhood, and I want.
Oh yeah, and you'll see it from space.
And you'll see it from space. Yeah, it'll shut down the reactor.
Does something go poorly when he plugs it in, or does he actually have?
You haven't seen this one either?
I've seen it once. I just don't remember.
Okay.
See, the chat should be getting upset with Lloyd here. Where's the holiday festivities, the Christmas?
I've seen it
like
once.
Wait.
What is this?
Oh, you've seen it once. Sorry.
Yeah, I just didn't remember if he. I remember him plugging in, but I didn't know if it went well or not. Like if he actually had some success in the movie.
It doesn't, but you know, it's a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a bit.
I'm young. I mean, a little young.
Still,
for that.
it's on
No,
TV
it's a
like all the
classic,
time.
yeah.
It's
National Lampoons. I'm young for that.
It, you know, I'm not a big fan of the family vacation and those ones, but the Christmas vacation is.
I agree.
I agree.
That one is still, I think, relevant and is still.
Yeah.
You haven't mentioned.
It feels like a weird thing. Like what I think what you said there is absolutely true. Like I have no real. Even when they updated them, they did like a reboot of it. Like I don't really care about these, Lampoon's Vacation movies. But it's weird that there's just that one movie that is elevated above the rest and is also kind of in the canon of great Christmas movies. It's a little strange, but yeah, it's cool.
It has. I think it still does because I think well, especially when the National Lampoons, when they were first made, I think were really crude, right?
Yeah.
And I think this Christmas Vacation dials back on the typical,
A little bit,
and you can actually sit with the whole family.
Yeah, we watch it every year. I mean,
And
Cooper
watch
has
Christmas,
a sweatshirt that says
and you don't
Shitter's
have to
Full.
tell your kids to,
All right, what number was that?
I always-
2 or 3?
So that's number 4.
Oh,
That's
cool.
number 4.
Jeez, all right.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. No, here's the top 3. Number 3, A Christmas Story. Josh, you mentioned it there for just a second. I think that this is the ultimate Christmas setting. Huge nostalgia appeal, even though it takes place, decades before I was alive. I think it does a great job of creating the feeling of being a child at Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, you don't realize it at the time, but looking back on it, there was always this weird kind of feeling around Christmas. Like everything did actually become magical. It was the most important thing. What am I going to get? It's weird. Like we were all thinking for like 2-3 months about the gifts we were going to be getting, hoping that we got the one thing. Like it recreates the idea of Santa existing and it being important. And, my parents are saying if I'm not good, I'm going to, like, it creates all of the stuff that actually you go through when you're young at Christmas very, very genuinely. It doesn't feel, there's not ironic about it or anything like that. I think it's one of the best. It's absolutely one of the best. I'd say top 3.
You're definitely right. My top. You haven't mentioned mine yet. My favorite, my number 1 seed. Which we'll get there. But I would.
It's
say,
not Eyes Wide Shut. You don't watch it with the family.
That's
every year?
I cannot wait to watch it and just
You
put it
have
over.
to
Like this is a
watch
Christmas movie. Mom.
But I would say you're exactly right. I think that this one would come in number 2 to my 1 seed, just because of, as I was explaining why I love this week so much, even leading up to Christmas. The Christmas Story movie is exactly it. You know what I mean? Like it is just that excitement of the whole year wrapped up into 1 week, and the day is coming, and you're gonna have this feast, or you're gonna have this food, or and Santa and the present, the whole thing. So it's all just magical.
You'll get your Red Ryder BB gun.
Exactly. It embodies the mentality of a child on Christmas. I feel like you go through the rigors and the stress of everything that is around Christmas, while he just wants this one gun that he doesn't feel like he's gonna get. But that is one that I've seen every year. It comes on TNT.
It? Yeah.
24 hours
24 hours of A Christmas Story. Yeah.
You have, and the remake's not bad if you haven't seen it on HBO Max.
I saw, but
I watched that also this year. I feel like it. I mean, it doesn't reach the original, but it kind of brings that tone back in, like, I'd say 50%. And it's kind of like, nice to have this around.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it in, but how some remakes get done.
Yeah.
I thought, they brought it in a little bit, 50%. It was kind of fun to see him, in the 70s, I think is when it took place, and kind of that. So, and then going back to the house and I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it would have to be a top. You're right, but I thought
that's not your number one.
No.
And
so, what's number 2?
Number 2, I've got Elf. For me, I think this is kind of the latest movie. I think this is the last Christmas movie this is the newest Christmas movie, that's been made that I think has become a classic. I think Elf has crossed over into the point where it is now up there with the Christmas Stories, National Lampoons. I think that, for the first 10 years, you kind of have a trial run, see, are you really going to last in the memory? But now I really think that outfit that Will Ferrell has, that's a costume now, that everyone that is dressing up, they have that outfit. Again, it's got that same thing as A Christmas Story. It's more ironic than I think most other Christmas movies, but it does still have a sincerity approaching Christmas. Again, set in New York City. I think this is probably the best Christmas movie set in New York City. And it brings that same level of joy. It's got enough irony that adults can enjoy it, and it's still got plenty of adult humor without being like lewd. But it's still got, all the stop motion animation and just the story itself, how whimsical it is. I mean, kids love it. I mean, that's part of the joke, is that, Will Ferrell's character is a kid still. I mean, what are your thoughts on Elf? Like, do y'all watch it? Where does it rank for you? Does it really come to mind?
Every year.
Yeah. Love it. Already watched it twice this year, probably.
See, I
haven't watched it yet this year.
I don't go out of my way to see it, but I also don't think it is only a movie that you have to watch on Christmas. I feel like it's a year-round.
Yeah.
Like, you could watch it in
That's true.
February, and you're like, damn, because it's just funny. Like, the movie is genuinely good.
This is another one that, like, TNT has on a loop. This is on, like, cable all the time around this time of year.
Well, you haven't said my one seed, and
let's see if y'all align.
You haven't said my one seed, and you also haven't said another movie that is typically a lot of people's one seed. So either mine got left
So I'm
off the
definitely
list.
going to leave it out.
I'm going to.
It might have been.
I'm going to tell you my one seed, and then
and
then you tell me your one seed. I'll give you the rest. I'll give you a quick 9 after the 1. No anticipation. But my number 1 all-time favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's a sweet one.
Yeah, that's mine. That's number 1. It's
nice.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and that's all of these. We kind of touched on it there with Elf a little bit. Lloyd, you just said you can watch it even if it's not Christmas. I think It's a Wonderful Life. It's like on my top 20 best movies of all time.
It's so good.
It goes beyond just Christmas. It's incredible. But everything that you want out of a Christmas movie, when you're talking about how to treat other people, how to view life, Josh, kind of what you said, it takes, the entire year and wraps it up into 1 week. This kind of does that, shows you the entire, somehow, takes a man from like the darkest place that you can go, takes their entire life, and by the end of it, they're the luckiest man in the world, and they haven't gotten, $1 million or anything like that. They've just realized that, life is a complete gift, and it sets it around Christmas. It captures everything in a very, very, like, the most genuine, the most sincere, but not sentimental. It feels like a very honest movie at the same time. I think it works perfectly at Christmas.
I think
it's a must-watch every year.
Because I think there's something about everybody at one point in their life, whether it's now or previously, at one point they have all felt down on their luck. They've all been mad at the luck of their neighbor or their brother or somebody else. You know what I mean? They felt stuck. I feel like that is, George Bailey is everyone at one point in your life, and you go, life sucks. Like, I wish I had that, and I wish I wasn't here. Or not here, but like I wish I had that life, because my life is garbage. And then when it comes down to it, it's just it's not.
I think it's one of the most. It's incredibly relatable too. It's not like we got Die Hard on the list or things like that. Like these huge, it's very relatable. When he is down on his luck, it's in a way that's very much like, whoa, you're screwed, but you're not screwed in like it's kind of like you are in a situation where you're kind of messed up, and anyone could find themselves in that situation. It's not otherworldly the way that his life kind of gets messed up. And then everything is still, it's okay. Spoiler alert, everything's okay. It is actually what's alive.
It is a great one. If I had to go, I'm going to go, I'll give you my 9, no particular order.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go agree with you. Probably my 2 seed. I know I said Christmas Story, but I would have to put a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's a much watch.
Oh, yeah.
Love Actually. The Holiday's really good. 4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Funny. That's a funny one.
Gosh, now can I even find? I actually watched Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, which is a Jim Henson movie with Kermit.
I have not seen that.
It is on Amazon Prime. My friend told me, he said, it was one of my favorite ones. He watches it like 3-4 times every year.
Oh my gosh.
It's cool. It's a little 40-minute Emmett Otter and his mom and trying to get money for Christmas. You know, it's Muppets and otters, of course, and animals on the river and kind of their life. So that one is really, really cool to check out. But I'd have to agree. I'd probably throw a Home Alone in there. I don't know.
Yeah, that was one. I haven't. That's something about Home Alone. It never. It's another very good New York one. For some reason, the Home Alones never really hit like my rewatchables list all the time. But they're still great. Yeah. Home Alones are perfect.
Elf, you gotta have.
Although
Elf.
3 and 4 get very tricky.
Yeah.
What about Bad Santa?
Bad Santa is good. I like Bad Santa.
Bad Santa's good. Bad Santa's good. I feel like I threw a few too many already. Like, it's not really a Christmas movie. I couldn't. But Bad Santa's spectacular. That's hilarious.
Let's take out Eyes Wide Shut and put in Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start to
I think it's still fun for the whole family.
Yeah. Bad Santa is not fun for the whole family.
Oh.
Bad Santa is. Bad Santa is, you
see how you treat
family is asleep and adult.
That's the most realistic version of what that life is probably like. The man that plays the mall Santa.
Well, you don't want to, expose.
I mean, it's not all gravy if that's what you're doing. You know, if that's what you're having to do for money, it feels like I will rob this place.
Yeah. Huh.
I'd like to think it's a part-time thing for most people that do it. Maybe not their full-time job.
I know, but why would you have any interest in wanting to do it? When you
because
think about
I've
the implications.
that's fun. I just told my wife. I said I have since I've been 18 years old, so 20 odd some years. I have always wanted to sell Christmas trees.
Yeah. Oh, that's way different.
Why? Because I think you want to be a part-time Santa. You do it because you want to be around that magic. You want to make someone smile. You want to make somebody happy. And I think it was the same thing with wanting to sell Christmas trees. You know, it's my favorite part about working at the butcher shop right now. I love being a part of people's special meal. You know, like it is something when you can bring that happiness and that joy into somebody's life, even for something simple as a tree or a Santa visit or a picture or the Christmas meal. Like it's.
I just think Santa's the mall Santa's probably a little bit.
That's got to be wild. A kid actually, like a kid looking at you and seeing a kid think that you are the actual Santa that's got to be pretty wild.
And none of them really.
Then you go up and you whisper, it's like it's.
I love people's when they share their pictures of their kids, you know, and it's like everyone's first like, if they're not screaming, because of course they're being sat down on a strange man's lap.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. From that Santa's perspective, why would you want that?
Right.
There's got to be some ulterior.
There are older ones. Once they get a little older, he's probably like, "Oh, thank God, a 5-year-old."
Yeah. I don't know. 5 was probably the honey hole for him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nate, for coming on and sharing your top 10 with us. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and just listen to us ramble anymore, but we appreciate it as always.
It was great to see you, Nate.
Early.
Yeah, of course.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. See y'all next week.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Oh,
all
that's
right, what
great.
are we eating? This is really yummy.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us
this
about it.
is a ossobuco.
Ossobuco.
Ossobuco. Well, technically not, because that is technically veal. This isn't veal. This is just our beef shank. Beef shank.
Really good.
Slow roasted for 14 hours.
Did you do it in a crock pot?
Mm-hmm.
What do you put in it? Anything?
Well, yeah.
Like with the meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seasoned it.
Yeah. Excuse me, I got this tickle in my throat.
I know. It's okay.
Salt, a little rosemary, a little marjoram.
Okay.
Sea salt from the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
It is that specific.
That's
I get
it,
a red stick spice, so I know exactly where
it is.
comes.
There you go. Talk to my girl Annie over there,
Yeah.
or my mother. She also works at Red Stick Spice doing cooking classes.
She
But
prefers
yeah,
Ann.
That is some roasted green beans and broccoli.
And then you kind of let the meat be the star of the show, right? You don't have to do anything overly complicated other than give it time.
That's what I always scream for all food.
Mm-hmm.
I think
If you
people
get quality.
if you get quality, know where it comes from.
Right. So you can get this at Iverstines?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like right now?
Right now. Go in there.
And
Ask him. Asabuco.
What's any Iverstein specials for this Christmas holiday? And then we will get out of here so they can enjoy their Christmas holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And because we'll be off tomorrow.
Yeah,
Who had the
off tomorrow and off Monday. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Is Nick
Christmas.
having a show today?
Who?
Nick.
I don't know.
You can
Probably.
tell them. It's up to I don't know.
Who? Anyone
after.
comment about some ornaments? You got some ornaments to list off?
There was one guy that has an ornament that I will obviously if I can find it again.
Cordell said he had a gingerbread man holding a beer.
Okay, that's cool.
And there was another one that was a little small drummer boy that it's like very tiny, so he would be nervous every year that it would just get lost in the tree and they would throw him out.
Oh yeah.
And every year he would find him again, so that's why it was his favorite ornament.
That's sweet.
That is sweet.
But then we got lost in the chat.
Yeah, I'm still looking if there's any more. The beer can Santa.
Well, if you hopefully you're still listening. A ginger man holding the beer and your little drummer. Find a way. Give them your email
Email
address.
me, Katie@JordyCulottasShow.com. Y'all know how to get in touch with me. Here's Todd N said that a 3/4-inch drummer boy that is the tiniest thing I've ever seen, and I stress each year that it's going to get tossed out with the tree.
Yes, the little drummer boy and the gingerbread. Go ahead. Thank you for sharing. Go ahead and get in contact.
Yeah, email me.
Email, and I will get you a lunch.
Nice.
Hunter Hall, my mom still puts every ornament that I ever made in elementary school on her tree. We have one that is a Rick's Cabaret cutout that we got in New Orleans that we made into an ornament. My dad puts it on the tree every year.
Wow.
So whenever that one is on the tree, it is officially, the tree is up.
The tree is up. I always had my mom still has some of those. And I had made you take a walnut, crack it, then you put a little cotton ball and a little straw, and then the actual nut, and I made baby Jesus in the manger.
Those too when I was little.
Yep. And so every year, even like my little nephews now are like, baby Jesus in a manger.
Yeah.
And it's still up there. That and the pickle. My family is like a German tradition of hide the pickle in a tree. Yeah, hide the pickle. Hide the pickle in the tree. The first kid to find the pickle on the tree
gets the pickle.
No, gets to open the first present.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool tradition.
Yeah. You don't hide the pickle?
No. Well.
Here we go.
That's
Title 9.
Yeah, it's with Santa.
That's what you had the pickle with Santa.
That's what he wants to do. That's why he's sitting there with the kids in the mall. Our other tradition at Christmas is we always break an ornament. One of those
on purpose?
Like one of the balls, that are like very easy to break. They're very fragile. It started off as like, damn it, this happens every year, and then it became, oh wait, one hasn't broken yet. So my brother and I would always find a way to make it.
How do you break it? Do you stomp on it?
No, that's what I'm saying. We'd find a way to break one, like whether we're, like when we're setting up the tree, we'll throw them to each other. Like it can't be on purpose.
Yeah.
It has to happen organically, but we find a way to.
Does your mom like that?
Yeah, she's into it. It just doesn't get, as long as they don't get carried away. We're not, throwing 5 or 10 of them against the wall. Yeah. But one will go down before Christmas is over.
Nice.
Has it gone down yet this year?
No, and I don't think it's going to happen. Well, yes, we did.
Happen.
Yeah, we did. But my brother wasn't in town. He was in Chicago now.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was our thing. But then Rebecca was in town, so we did it.
Y'all broke it.
Yeah,
That's
made sure to throw the ornaments around.
What you got going on for Christmas, dude?
Oh, me?
Yeah, I think you're the only one that has to share. We got everyone's plans for the holiday. What you got going on?
I can hear him scraping the bottom of the plate.
I can hear,
I think there's a little bit more in there for you.
So my kid is gonna be with his mom.
Okay.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
So Christmas Eve, my family's having like a ugly Christmas sweater party.
Okay.
So I'll have him.
Good.
We'll do our thing. I'll give him his gifts. That's my Christmas plan.
That'll be
I don't
fun.
really have too much planned.
Hey, that sounds like a great plan. And you know what I love? I love when you're talking about it. You had a big smile on your face talking about your kid. Like it.
Yeah.
Doesn't believe in Santa though.
That's okay.
That's
my
okay.
my wife, she said the same thing. She never believed in it.
Yeah. Some people don't.
And that's
some people
fine.
don't like
Yeah.
to lie to their kids.
And
like,
don't
they
like
don't like
to-
to start that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get it.
And it keeps their expectations low.
Because
To believe or not believe?
To not believe. It's like you can't actually ask for a pony.
Right.
And I expect to get it, except my cousin did, who's a boy,
Yeah.
and he got a pony.
I still think that there's still
It
some
died
fun
like in a
magic.
week.
Your cousin or the pony?
The pony.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, he lived in like a neighborhood. So we're like, and his dad was like, "I'm gonna get him a pony. We'll see how this works." And it didn't.
It didn't.
Oh.
Wow.
That's awful.
How'd they get rid of it?
I think they put him out to pasture.
Okay. Anyway, I think even as an adult, there's still magic in Santa Claus. Like
Yeah.
don't shield your kids' ears, but like we know
know
Santa
Santa
doesn't
smokes
exist.
cigarettes.
Yeah, but
I think we're past
but at the end of the
at this point.
but I think there's still we put him on our tree.
Yeah.
In our cards and our he's
Yeah.
still a character.
I still
in
tell
our
my kids, they're
Yeah.
like, "What's that?" I'm like, "I don't know. You'll have to see it with Santa.
My-
Santa might have brought that. I don't know."
My
They're
mom
like,
still does it. It's like we have a very great Christmas, and my mom still puts a couple presents under the tree every
Yeah.
Christmas morning, and they're from Santa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my mom still does that.
I do that. And there's stockings.
You
like,
know, so I
the whole
think
thing.
I think there's you don't have to believe, and it doesn't have to be
Mm-hmm.
a whatever age, but I still think that there's room
Yeah.
for the character.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And my dad would, when we were little, he would pretend like Santa actually came out of the chimney. He would like walk through the fireplace.
Really?
And like knock some things over, and then
Yeah.
it got dark. Where instead of milk and cookies, he would like leave like a half-empty whiskey bottle like spilled over. And it was like drunk Santa, which
you
was
serious?
yeah,
That's
which was
amazing.
a really fun character because like he would like tip the couch over a little bit, like he really struggled to get out of the chimney and into the presents. So that's when it was like peak fun, I guess. And then that kind of dies down because the kids don't, you don't have to go through that much effort every time.
I had a practice year last year.
I
have a little nephew, and so he's gung ho, and I let the shoe print coming out the fireplace.
Oh,
That's cute.
That's what my dad did. Yeah,
He lost his mind.
Yes, it is. And when I was a kid, I was like, "This is believable," because my dad is not the type to do that.
Yeah.
But he really enjoyed the character.
Yeah. That's
Santa
cool,
was
though.
here.
Santa was here. I see his
Yeah.
foot.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah, I mean, I just find it
fun
Yeah.
and say adorable, but very very heartwarming to watch little kids get excited about it and leave the milk, the cookies, like the whole.
Did
gamut.
did y'all put carrots outside for the
Yeah,
reindeer?
we did all
We
that.
The
do
carrot,
that.
yeah.
We would do that too.
Reindeer food.
I wonder. I don't know if we ever went to go check because that would have been a good sign. I think. No, if there weren't any carrots,
You would have got.
Yeah.
you would
Which-
be double hoodwinked. Like, damn, who ate these carrots?
Which we totally forgot, the Santa Claus movie.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That's a classic.
Santa
That's a good
Claus.
one. Yeah.
What? It's just called Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
1,
for,
2, and 3. Stick with 1. 2 is pretty decent.
It's Tim
Allen.
Allen, yeah. The Santa Claus.
I'm excited for the Santa Claus that's a murderer this year. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Is
Vi-
that Violent Night?
Violent
I
Night.
saw- we almost watched that last night.
Oh,
and
what
I
is
just
it
wasn't
on?
sure.
What is it on?
Maybe or maybe Apple.
Yes,
TV.
it's definitely on Apple TV because
Okay.
we thought about renting it like last week or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago whenever we put up the tree.
Yeah.
But it was not available for rent yet. But
We
we will
rented-
probably watch it.
Did you see Spirited on Apple TV with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds? Y'all.
Oh.
Is it good?
No.
We
It
watched.
is a musical.
Yes, we didn't know that either. Now the first 5 minutes of it were awesome.
Yeah.
And then it went totally downhill and we
started
changed
singing.
it. Yeah. But
It's
the first
terrible.
5 minutes are like I was excited to watch the rest of the
I
movie.
know.
And then it goes full musical and you're like, this is not what I
It's
intended.
so bizarre. It's like
Okay.
a Christmas Carol. Like they pick Scrooge type people and save them.
With
So-
their Christmas cheer.
Yeah,
But
like
they
they're
sing.
ghosts,
Yeah.
but they sing, and it is really weird.
It's bad, I would
It's
say.
bad.
But the beginning, I don't know why it changed, but
Yeah, I
the first
don't
5
either.
minutes, I guess I didn't know it was going to be a musical.
Nobody did.
But the way it started, it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, not okay.
Yeah, it's not
No.
cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Well, let me take the time to thank you guys again
Thank
very much
you
for having
for
me. And,
Thank you for
being
dude.
here,
Thank you for
yeah.
coming in and helping us. We
And this is as I've talked how many times about this being my favorite week. So to do this on this is like the
Yeah.
precipice, the start of my Christmas weekend. So this
Good.
is like.
you put a smile on this kid's face.
Oh, thank you. And to all your listeners and studios and Jordys and people like that, Merry Christmas.
Merry
I
Christmas.
hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year. Treat
And then we're gonna kick that
spread
ass
the
in
joy.
2023.
Treat
Don't forget,
everyone kindly.
don't forget to spread the joy a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
If not for just this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Love it. Thank you.
I don't know what I'll do for do they still do the Ring the Bell Salvation Army?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
outside of Walmart.
Yeah.
Just gotta go over there.
I haven't been anywhere lately.
Same.
So I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oddly, I know.
You don't have a car.
Yeah.
Way to rub that in. Merry Christmas.
You
I
have
think
a
he's getting
car.
one though, not for Christmas, but for graduation.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We hope so.
Hopefully.
We're
We
praying.
hope so.
We're
So
getting-
remember,
getting
no
a
show
Fiat.
tomorrow. Is there anything else today that we're missing? Programming?
I don't
wise?
know. We're recording Hold the Rope tonight, but that'll be on Tuesday. But I need to talk to him and be like, we're back working on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
I need to see if it's on their end or our end as to why we can't do the show live. So I will figure that out.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't know if Nick is doing a show. We'll talk to him. And if he is, we will update you on Twitter. But as Katie said, no content coming from us Friday or Monday.
We will be back with y'all on Tuesday. Jordy will be back. No fret.
Will he?
He'll be back Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Through Friday.
Okay,
gonna
and
be
then
here
he's gone
Friday,
again.
And then he'll be gone again the next week. And
So
then the next
you'll be
Monday.
back.
Yeah,
I'll be
you'll
here.
back.
We'll run up another lineup.
Yeah.
But Merry Christmas to
Merry
all.
Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Happy Kwanzaa.
Toyota-thon.
Happy Hanukkah. I believe we're the third day.
Honda
That's
days.
right. Yeah, happy Honda days.
Would you
all
rather? How many days is Hanukkah?
8.
Would you rather?
Oh yeah, 8 crazy nights.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Never seen that either. But would you rather one president? I guess 8 presidents, is that a lot?
I think if they're nice presents.
Yeah, is that what? That's
I
what I'm
think they
wondering.
do
Is that what they
nicer
do?
gifts.
And they
Yeah.
like progressively get better. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
Good for. I wonder
All
what
right.
Jesus got for Hanukkah
I'm out.
from his
I don't
carpenter.
know.
Merry
Let's
Christmas.
end it.
His
Merry
carpenter
Christmas.
dad, his virgin mom.